Last year's champions are off to a good start with a 1-0 record after a victory over Cardinal Legacy by a score of 4-3. But Bumpy Pitch's road gets even more bumpy against a Legio FC side that was also victorious in game number 1. Welcome in as action continues in the Wednesday evening session at TST, the 7v7 tournament that has taken the world by storm. TST works as follows: 7v7 soccer, 2 18-minute halves plus target score time to follow after that. In this 7v7 time, there are no offsides, there are no throw-ins, it's kick-ins like it is in futsal, and in target score time, every single game ends on a goal. Both of these teams, Bumpy Pitch in the white jerseys, Legio FC in the black jerseys, were victorious in game 1, but only by a margin of 1 goal. And in a tournament where goal differential matters so much, this game could prove pivotal, not just come tomorrow in game day number 3 for these teams, but also heading into seeding come playoff time. Bumpy Pitch and a Legio set for kickoff. We'll get you starting lineups when we can after action resumes, or action begins here in Cary, North Carolina.
And here we go.
And we're underway with the 2025 champions Bumpy Pitch moving forward. And immediately a ball to the back post that's volleyed high. Early shot by Alan Perez. MASL player who spent time in Ontario with the Fury and then with the Empire Strikers when that franchise moved. And the rest of the starting lineup for Bumpy Pitch is as follows, as Legio FC work out of the back. Starting in goal, Hugo Gomez was the goalkeeper named to the TST Best 7 last year. Alongside him, Cesar Cerda, Christian Gutierrez, Martin Lara, Alan Perez, Charlie Gonzalez, and Christian Borja. And on the other side for Legio FC, Joshua Lemos starts in net. Nathan Goulet, Abdel Mbucha, Samir Madine, Mehdi Jalab, Sad Chouki, and Mohamed Sharif Brahimi are your starters for Legio. Legio FC are working in collaboration with Mama Africa FC and Leon Dallas FC, a team that's no stranger to cash prize tournaments. Mama Africa just won a $100,000 tournament up in Canada not too long ago. And on the other side, well, don't need to say much more than 2025 TST champions for Bumpy Pitch FC. A little bit of rain falling down, but nothing too concerning as of yet. Just slight drizzles here and there. As Bumpy Pitch control. And a look forward. Header worked out of play eventually by the defensive unit for Legio. Right back in here, Stinson. Justin Stinson scored in that 4-3 victory over Cardinal Legacy. The other team that makes up this group is LCF Academy. LCF lost to Legio 2-1. But LCF didn't score in that game. Legio put in an own goal. It was 1-0 Legio at halftime. Then Legio scored an own goal in the second half to make it 1-1. And then Legio scored in target score time for that 2-1 final result. Ball over the top intended for Justin Stinson. He'll run onto it. Here's Stinson. Stinson dancing around. Will play back to Martin Lara. Lara, who played with Peluche Cagliari, Chihuahua Savage, and Pota Football Club. He is no stranger to the small-sided game. Here's Stinson again, dancing around. Battle, and it's poked away by Mehdi Jalab. Jalab played in the CF Montreal Academy, was called up to a Canadian futsal camp in 2023. As Charlie Gonzalez, one of the captains for this Bumpy Pitch team, will progress play. There's a shot dipping away as Christian Martinez Borja will fire it high and away. Borja won the TST Golden Boot last year. 8 games played, 7 goals, and here's a chance the other way and shot and scored. It's Alan Perez to find the back of the net for Bumpy Pitch, and last year's champions continue to ride that train as Perez finds the back of the net 4.5 minutes in as the rain starts to pick up here in Cary. A great finish from Perez. Worked himself a little bit of space in the penalty box and had some composure to fire into the back of the net. So how does Legio respond? First time trailing this tournament. They didn't trail all of last game. A low-scoring affair between Legio and LCF Academy. Rolled up ahead. There's a runner going to the back post. Looking for the back post as Hassan Massar was darting back there. And it's picked up. Possession will go to Bumpy Pitch. Looking long, headed away. And Legio move the other way. Foul called on Bumpy Pitch. A little bit too much grabbing of the jersey for referee Kevin Marr's liking. Kevin Marr's the on-field ref. The bench referee is Nick Strednak. And now a chance for Legio to move towards the Bumpy Pitch net. Clipped in, header across the face of goal, but it travels over the crossbar and out of play. Well set up by Legio. And the option was there, honestly, at the back post. Could have found Edward Traore, but that header across didn't have the right angle. Flicked ahead again. This will roll out of play. Legio will gain possession back. Legio team that retains, a Bumpy Pitch team that retains 14 players from that TST championship side, but also added some top-level talent from the small-sided game. As here's Hassan Moassar. Has Iraqi heritage, has played in the Iraqi and Qatari first divisions. As this one rolled in front and a great kick save by Hugo Gomez. Amara Fafana found himself some room and tried to sneak it in the near post. Hugo Gomez had a monster year last year in TST. Comes up big early on in this one as Legio search for an equalizer. Circling back all the way to Joshua Limos. Legio continued to hold possession. Back to Limos again. 7.5 minutes down. Just that one goal by Alan Perez. Darting down the far side. And now worked across. Moassar. Dipping away is Mohamed Bola Zerari. Zerari fires to goal in a sliding effort at the back post. They're calling for a deflection. It was given. The kick-in will be Legio's. Looking for the back post again. Here's Zerari again. Creates a lot of shots. Zerari across the face of goal and scored. And Legio has the equalizer. Amara Fafana. He was denied by Hugo Gomez before, but not denied this time. And it all comes from the play of Mohamed Bolo Zerari. Such a creative outlet up top. In his last game against LCF Academy, he had 7 shots, 4 of them on goal, and really was unlucky not to score. And this time, he turns into the provider, found himself some space, drew out Hugo Gomez, and then played it across for Fofana to tap it home. It's 1-1. And the rain picking up now a decent bit. So we'll see how that affects the run of play. The ball will travel faster on the grass. It'll skip a little bit more. You have to be wary of those passes on the ground that you're playing. Just like that one to the near side in Christian Gutierrez. So after Bumpy pitch scored, Legio gained control of possession and held on to the ball a little bit. Now after Legio scored, Bumpy pitch had control for a moment. A little bit of contact on the far side, but nothing given as Gomez will hang on to possession again, and this time lifted to the corner. Long battle for the ball. It's a corner kick for Bumpy pitch. That's Kone Inza battling up top, the very tall striker from France. And now a turnover, and here comes Legio the other way. 2-on-2 if they hurry. And an overstep of the ball, but a good defensive play, and then a drag down. What a goal, but it won't count for Legio FC. As Yassine Saad dragged down his man. Pressure comes on Gomez. He'll look for Kone Inza again. And again, Legio come away with possession in transition. Inza, good battle and good tracking back by the striker. Last year's champions being pushed to the brink, and now an opportunity for a long ball. Edgar Castillo was sprinting down the near side, and Hugo Gomez will now play it to him. Wanted that ball about 20 seconds earlier. Rolled in front. Here's Borja. And a restart upcoming for Bumpy pitch. Rolled in front, save made. A chance there for Charlie Gonzalez. And Bumpy pitch still pressing the issue. It hits the side netting. I think I may have undersold that Lemos save. Came out, made a one-on-one sliding stop. Keeps this game level at 1-1, 12 minutes into the first half.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please.
A lot of traffic in front.
They are currently at the main gate with the Cary Police
Player down for Legio FC. Looks to be Mohamed Sharif Brahimi.
Edwin, if you'd like to make your way to the main gate and contact the Cary Police Department.
As Bumpy pitch moved the other way, Sharif Brahimi still down, and now the clock stops. And it will allow
who have your children. Thank you.
Legio to go out and take a look at Sharif Brahimi, who's still down. Waiting on the referee's signal to stop the clock. Still no signal from the referee to stop it, but it is stopped at 12:35. As Borja still on the ground, looks to be speaking to the trainer about what happened and where he's at. That's Mohamed Sharif Brahimi on the ground, able to get up and walk a little bit under his own power, limping pretty heavily on that right leg. Still 1-1. Back underway with Limos looking long and brought down by Montaser El Hachari. Charlie loses the ball. And after the turnover, it is Bumpy Pitch with possession. Still tied 1-1. First goal was for the reigning champions, Bumpy Pitch FC, who scored off the boot of Alan Perez. Legio then found a response. It was created by Mohamed Bolo Zerari, but finished by Amara Fafana with a tap-in on the line as Hugo Perez was drawn out of his net. Perez still has the ball. He was waiting for a Legio player to come and press, and now Bumpy Pitch will play it back to Hugo Gomez. Hugo Gomez, the netminder, champion last year. Named to the tournament's best 7 with a 65% save percentage. And playing in 8 games for Bumpy Pitch, all 8 of them he featured in net. Again, Bumpy Pitch comfortable to try and draw out Legio, and it may have backfired here, as Bumpy Pitch forced to recover defensively. And the strategy to draw out a team only works if you're completing the passes that you need to complete. A team like Legio have to be careful on the counterattack, because one bad pass on the counter and all of a sudden numbers for Bumpy Pitch are forward. Brought down well up top. Battle for the ball. Worked out wide. Shot comes in, blocked in front. Second chance still there and fired just wide. A great look at goal for Legio FC's Alan Fafana. Amara Fafana. Already has 1 goal today. What a ball by Hugo Gomez. But Legio gained possession back in the defensive zone. Looking for an outlet. And they may have one, but it just rolls on the grass too long on the far side for Saad Chouki. Back to Gomez. Space to turn for Christian Gutierrez, who will fire from distance. Legio possess. 2 minutes until the end of the first half between Legio FC and Bumpy Pitch FC. And this is a Legio team that, after trailing for the first time this tournament, found a way back in the game through Amara Fafana. Shouts for handball not given, as a turnaround shot dragged wide. That's Maldini Goncalves. Maldini's bounced around the MASL for a couple of years. Utica City, Harrisburg Heat, Baltimore Blast. Played for Nani FC and TST last year. But really found his breakthrough in the MASL when he was playing MASL 2 with Utica City's M2 affiliate, United Elite Kreisnik FC. Crossfield pass for Bumpy Pitch. Kone Enza. Here's Charlie Gonzalez looking for the return pass. Instead, it's turned over. And here's the speed for Zerari. Past one. Zerari has options, looking for the square ball again. And this time, Bumpy Pitch do enough defensively to stop it. Could be a counter the other way for Kone. And Bumpy Pitch regained possession. Well, Zerari might be making a case as one of the most dangerous players in this tournament. Played in Kings League Spain with Rayo de Barcelona, but only made one appearance in match week 9 this past season. or in the Kings League as it's called, the pass split. Here's Charlie Gonzalez. Angled ball in, across the field, and Lemos gets up, makes the stop. Contact in front. This is a battle. Zerari wants to hang on to possession as much as he can. And halftime whistle blows. The 2025 champions, Bumpy Pitch FC, are deadlocked at 1 with Legio. 18 minutes down. We've got the second half coming up after the break. Here from Cary, North Carolina, TST continues on. We'll be right back. Welcome back after halftime between reigning champions Bumpy Pitch FC and Legio FC. And the stats do tell a little bit of the story here. It's been pretty even in terms of offensive chances. Bumpy Pitch do have one more corner, but other than that, it is a deadlock game. Bumpy Pitch probably holding on to possession a little bit better in that first 18 minutes. But the way Legio has attacked on the counters, especially through Mohamed Bolo Zerari, he's been the star of that Legio attack. He's been pushing numbers forward for Legio, finding offensive opportunities. If it comes to this second half and Legio are to score again, look for it to be either off the foot, whether it's a goal or an assist from Bolo Zerari to create for this Legio team. And on the other side, I mean, Bumpy Pitch, you can go down the roster and find talent throughout, but they need to find that one man that can be the goal scorer, be the finisher for this Legio team, for the Bumpy Pitch team. Last year, it was Christian Martinez-Borja. Right now, just waiting to see him score again. He only has one goal this tournament, scored against Cardinal Legacy in the opening game. Waiting to see maybe if there's a chance he can get more involvement in this one. Didn't see too much of him in that first half. We're underway in the second half between Bumpy Pitch and Legio. And right now, Nathan Goulet holds on to possession, pushing Legio forward, but Bumpy Pitch battling back. Well worked by Legio FC. Whistle's going to blow here. An off-the-ball incident with Andy Reyes, the guilty party. And Kevin Mara was all over that one. Good to nip that in the bud before it escalates into anything further. Munir Alami keeps it in, and now the ball's worked to the far side. Back to Mitchell Cardenas. And now here's Cesar Cerda. Cerda to Alami. Alami again. Plays for the Empire Strikers in the MASL. Was called up for the Moroccan U19 national team as well. Long ball up top, intended for Borja. It's played out wide and missed wide by Munir Alami. That was Mitchell Cardenas sliding down on the ground. So Cardenas misses a good chance, and now Legio can possess a little bit. We didn't really get to see what Legio looked like in possession in that first half. A lot of what Legio did offensively was on the counterattack. 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 2-on-3 situations. So now Legio will set things up in the defensive half. So much at stake because this is a very talented Group A. Bumpy Pitch, Legio, Cardinal Legacy, and LCF Academy. All very capable teams of making a run in the knockout stages of this tournament. And we saw that in the first match days earlier today, where both games just decided by one goal. Could have gone either way in target score time. Bumpy Pitch was up. As Bumpy Pitch continues to work things forward. Maybe a look at some weather here as play continues. Shot comes in, it's scored! Charlie Gonzalez finds the back of the net. It hit off the hands of Limos. And Bumpy Pitch regain a lead. It's 2-1. Three minutes and 15 seconds into the second half. And Bumpy Pitch have a lead again. They led 1-0 before Legio tied the game up through Amara Fafana. Played long by Limos. Brought down well. And on the turn intended for Edouard Traore. Instead, Bumpy Pitch can move the other way with speed. Zerari lost it under his touch. All the way back to Hugo Gomez. A quick apology to everyone watching this. Cameramen are dealing with some weather issues at the moment up top, so they've had to leave the perch as the rain continues to pick up here, and we're keeping an eye on the radars around TST. Ball sent in long. It's handled by Bumpy Pitch off the hands of Justin Stinson. And Lemos wants to go quickly. So we'll keep our eyes. As a shot goes in, the cameras are evacuated from the tower because of the weather, so The play continues. We'll do our best to explain what's happening right now as Hugo Gomez has the ball in the defensive half. He's all alone in the defensive half and moves it forward, the goalkeeper, for Bumpy pitch. Long-range ball comes in, and it's dealt with by Legio. Lemos will restart it quickly, looking for Zerari on the near side. And now it's Alami moving away for Bumpy pitch. Munir Alami out to Cardenas, and it's blocked away. Last touch off of Legio FC's Edouard Traore. Countdown for the corner as there's a header, and it's pushed wide by Stinson. So Lemos has it now. He's looking for options up ahead. Again, cameramen have had to evacuate the towers, so we'll do our best to explain what happens to you on the field as it happens. As this one's rolled forward, a chance for Alami, who's sliding down, and Alami hits the side netting. Advantage was played, but Alami got the shot off, so Munir Alami won't draw the foul. And now Zerari goes the other way for Legio. Plays it out wide. Legio have it with Williams Nascimento. Couple of step overs. Right outside the left side of the penalty box. Williams Nascimento still dancing. Still waiting for an entry pass through. He'll chip it now back to the halfway line. Settled down by Yassine Saad. Saad works it left to Zerari. Zerari 2 yards outside the penalty box, trying to hold on to possession, but he's dispossessed. Now Bumpy pitch, move it forward with Alami at the halfway line. Picked away by Legio. Amara Fafana gets back. And Lemos is fouled in the process of playing the pass. Legio will get a couple of subs on. And referee Kevin Mara wants the ball played a bit further back, so he'll direct the teams back there. This is Williams Nascimento. Zerari doesn't have an option to pass back. Now he does. To Kili Quintana. Kili Quintana played all across the MASL. Dallas Sidekicks, Chihuahua Savage, San Diego Sockers. As there's a turnover by Yassine Saad on the left side. Bumpy pitch will have a kick in from about midway in the defensive half. Legio are pushing numbers forward. Restart count yelled out by Kevin Marr, and there's a poor clearance by Legio. That's Mohamed Yogi Hamada. Played a little bit in the MASL 1 and MASL 2, helped United League Krajisnik FC to a Final Four appearance. Most recently, though, he was playing in the Middle East, in the Kings League Middle East North Africa region. As here is Hugo Gomez. Comfortable with possession again. Gomez will take his time and play it long now.
Attention TST fans, there is inclement weather in the area that may require us to take cover or suspend gameplay. In the event that gameplay is suspended, re-entry will be permitted, but no action is needed at this time. We are tracking the storm system, and protocol updates will be provided as needed. Thank you.
So there's a weather warning on the field. That's why we've had the cameramen evacuate the towers, but no cancellation just yet. They do track where the lightning strikes are happening and where the cancellation will be. So the weather warning is just a warning to the fans that something may be happening soon in terms of where the storms are traveling. As a poor turnover by Legio and a chance to shoot as Lemos gets down and makes the save. So there's a weather warning and a weather suspension here at TST. This one just the warning. If the suspension happens, they'll have to suspend play for a period of time until the weather passes over. And Bumpy pitch will send the ball all the way back to Hugo Gomez, who will then play it along forward. Quickly the other way. Here goes Maldini. Maldini's got options. Maldini will fire. And a great sprawling save by Hugo Gomez. Maldini, Rodrigo Goncalves almost had the top corner. Hugo Gomez reacts perfectly. His position in the right place. Gets both hands to the ball. And now Limos will reset on the right side of the field as Legio move from right to left. Here's Zerari. He's dancing into the attacking half. Played a pass out wide and no one was there. Maldini mistimed his run out wide. So Bumpy pitch, have possession, far side, near the corner flag. Turned over again as Legio struggling to break lines like they did in the first half. Stinson has it on the far side. Or in the far corner, I should say. He'll play it back. And now the volley attempt into the hands of Limos. Rolled out quickly. Little drop pass to Zerari. Zerari dances away from one. And now the advantage is called back. Bumpy pitch, unhappy about that call. Here's Yogi Hamada. Went down with Justin Stinson, and Stinson comes away with the ball. Hamada and Zerari dispossess Stinson. 3-on-3. And Zerari stood up. Great defensive stand by Christian Gutierrez. Back behind the left side of the screen now. It's worked out wide to Christian Gutierrez again. Gutierrez has it midway through the defensive half. Again, cameramen are not on their towers right now because of the weather situation as Limos goes diving out. Second chance, flick to goal and blocked in front. You can slide, but you can't slide to get into someone, and there's the call for that. You can slide around on the field if you want to, but as soon as you slide and there's someone in the vicinity, there's an easy decision for the referee to make there. As rain continues to fall here in Cary, North Carolina. Voigt is the official soccer ball of TST, the soccer tournament. It's been the official soccer ball for Liga MX for 40 years, and it's also the soccer ball you see on the pitch here today. 2-1 lead for Bumpy pitch, and almost 3 as it's sent just wide by Borja. Quickly back in play. Bumpy pitch have the 2-1 lead. Played out wide. Headed down into the path of Satchoki. And now Hugo Gomez goes the length of the field with it. Header to keep possession, but Bumpy pitch, win it right back. Great tackle in, and now moving with speed out wide. A few incidents of grabbing there for Bumpy pitch, and eventually the advantage is called off on the left side of the field. Got 4 minutes of second half action left. There's a lot of incidents here with where the ball is being placed. And now standing over it, you got Mehdi Jalab and Nathan Goulet. Goulet will reset it. Jalab also there. Now will walk away. It's taken out in front, loose in front, and picked up by Gomez. Gomez saw that all the way through traffic and did well to scoop it up. In these conditions, always tough to see the ball through the rain and get two hands on it. Make sure the hands stay there on the ball. Borja. Bumpy pitch, have it in the defensive half again. And pass it back to the defensive line. Now the line breaking pass in. Contact through the back. It'll be Lemos to scoop it up. Play on, says the referee. Didn't want to stop play just for that incident. Quick substitution on the fly for Legio on the sideline. As it's worked forward again. There's a body in the box. Rolled to the box. No one there. Chasing it down late is Adel and Busha. And Busha goes back to Jalab. And now moving the other way, bumpy pitch. It escapes the foot of a Legio defender in Mehdi Jalab, and possession back with Legio. Quickly in. 2 minutes until the end of the second half in a tense, very tense affair. Jalab, good move to work himself into space. He'll fire from distance. Ambitious, but it buys Legio some time to sub in fresh legs. So we were in a weather warning for a little bit, but play continued through it. We look to be set for at least a little while, but again, the cameras are static right now. The cameraman had to leave the tower for safety reasons. So everything that happens on the left side of the field, we'll do our best to explain to you as it happens. Right now it's bumpy pitch with possession behind where the camera line is. Played up and into an open path, and there's a chance. Dragged across and off the bar and in. And bumpy pitch, lead 3-1. From back to front, it is pure class. And bumpy pitch have a 3-1 lead. Martin Lara, the goal scorer for bumpy pitch. And now Legio has not much time to try and get one back before the start of target score time. And there is the whistle for the end of the second half. We head to target score time between Legio FC and Bumpy Pitch FC. The score is currently 3-1. The target score is 4. Here's how target score time works. You start with 7-on-7, and every 3 minutes that play continues without a team reaching the target score, you take a player off. So after 3 minutes, it goes to 6-on-6. 3 minutes after that, we go to 5-on-5. There are a couple rules with when the player can come off. It doesn't just happen right as the 3 minutes happen. It's the next stoppage after the 3 minutes have expired where you take a player off. And the biggest rule change with target score time is the new TST backfield violations. The first one is you have to advance the ball past the halfway line within 15 seconds of gaining possession as a defensive team. There are not much things you can do in terms of you got to move the ball ahead of the halfway line in 15 seconds. And then the other one is you can't move the ball back after the 15 seconds have expired. Or excuse me, after you cross the halfway line. So after the ball is in the attacking half, you cannot pass it back over the halfway line into the defensive half. The only time the ball is allowed to be passed back intentionally is if it's on a kick-in. So if the ball goes out in the attacking half and it's a kick-in for the attacking team, you're allowed to then pass it back to the goalkeeper. That won't be a backfield violation. But then that does start the 15-second clock again to advance the ball past halfway. So a lot of intricacies, but a lot of teams have done very well with target score time in the backfield violations today. It's a little bit of an adjustment, but after the first call or two, teams have gotten used to it and played a bit more attacking in target score time, and that has always been what TST has hoped for. The player that scores the winning goal in target score time is awarded the Golden Fleece. It's a gold scarf to signify the game-winning goal. So last year's champion, Bumpy Pitch, who are victorious 2-1 over Pumas, Alabama in the championship game after trailing 1-0. A big comeback victory led to Bumpy Pitch taking home the $1 million check. And they're off to a good start in 2026, a 4-3 victory over Cardinal Legacy, who's always a talented team, the Stanford alumni team. As the countdown for the clock started there for Legio. And now a long ball clipped up ahead, running onto it. It's Bumpy Pitch with possession just outside the box. Rolled across the face of goal. Gutierrez lines one up. And he misses high and away. This is Zerari. Can't find the entry pass through Zerari. And all the way back to Gomez it goes. Hugo Gomez, the netminder, will lay it off to his right. And now played long, looking up to the far side. Gutierrez runs onto it. Just missed that chance a few moments ago. This time he'll play it in. Borja. Still Borja. Using his physicality to his advantage. It's a corner for Bumpy Pitch. About halfway through the 7-on-7 period. In a minute 30, we'll go to 6-on-6. Played forward again. And there's the backfield violation in effect for Bumpy Pitch. Had possession in the attacking half. And could not convert. And tried to play it back. And in doing so, committed the backfield violation. So a minute left of the 7-on-7. Lemos will go long. Amara Fafana brought down as he tried to control it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Montaser El Archali.
We have a lost parent, Max Weiss. If you'd like to be found by your children, please make your way to the west side of the stadium, Cabana Road, beneath the press box.
A foul
Once
called.
Again, we have a lost parent, Max Weiss. Your kids are looking for you. You can catch up with them along Cabana Road, beneath the press box on the west side of the stadium. Thank you.
Gomez. Up ahead, rain coming down a bit harder now in Cary. Cardenas through contact, draws a foul. And by the time we reset the ball, should be time to go to 6v6 action. And it is confirmed by referee Kevin Marr. We'll head to 6v6 for the next 3 minutes to see if Bumpy Pitch can get one goal or Legio can climb back into it. So 6v6 for the next 3 minutes. Target score still remains 4 as Bumpy Pitch has it with a set-piece opportunity. Laid back and worked across. This is Charlie Gonzalez. Play continues with Martin Lara. He scored the third goal in the final minute of the second half to make the target score 4. Hugo Gomez turns it over on the push forward. Rolled up ahead. Out wide now to Zerari. Back out wide the other way. Shot from distance is up and over Gomez. Shot came in from Montaser El Harchali. And so Gomez will reset. Thanks for sticking with us through the weather event as cameraman went down for their safety, but back and running now. As Bumpy pitch, have an opportunity. Martin Lara right at Lemos, who got his arm to it. Didn't have to move it too far. Still dangerous for Bumpy pitch.
TST fans, coming up later tonight, in honor of our celebration of the 250th anniversary of the United States of America, is our fireworks show. Play on all fields will stop briefly for the fireworks and resume immediately thereafter. The TST America 250 fireworks show.
Play kept in by Legio. Zerari. He's got some room to work here. We'll play it down to Williams de Nascimento. And now back the other way. Legio, dangerous area, cleared away by Bumpy pitch. We remain 3-1, a minute left of 6-on-6 action before we go to 5-on-5. Williams, Nascimento. Worked back. Here's Yassine Saad. Trying to find an option forward. He does have one now. Worked back to Goulet. And you can't go backfield, so you have to keep it in front of the halfway line. This one touched over half field by Bumpy pitch. And with 2:56 on the clock in the 6-on-6, we should, at the next stoppage, have 5-on-5. Thrown long, chested down by Legio. Turned upfield. "15 seconds to get the ball past halfway, but there's the foul called, and now is the time where we have the stoppage to bring down a player. So both teams should be down to 5-on-5 now. So now down to 5-on-5 in target score time. The target score is 4. Bumpy pitch, 1 goal away from the win. Legio need a major comeback in this one. The player who scores a golden goal, the winning goal, gets the golden fleece, says there's a big save from Gomez. Back the other way for Legio, who's still possessing the attacking half. This might be a backfield violation. It remained in play, but possession does end up with Bumpy pitch eventually. Gomez has it and walks forward. Bumpy pitch. Won the tournament last year, looking to go 2-0 to start this year's tournament. Returning 14 players from last year's championship team. A minute down in the 5-on-5. Hugo Gomez has made his way forward. And Bumpy pitch telling the team to calm down a little bit. You're hearing the shouts of tranquilo from the sideline of Bumpy pitch. Gomez.
Fans here on field 5. We are at the end of regulation. The score is Cardinal Legacy 2, LCF Academy 1. That puts the target score at 3.
Back the other way.
15 to 3 goals will take the match tonight. Stay tuned. We are moving into target score time.
Cesar Serta.
right here on field 5.
Gomez again. Bumpy pitch can just hold the ball here. They're not committing any violations if they keep the ball in the attacking half and pass it around, which looks like what they're doing. Contact, but no foul called in front. Legio needs a way out. They might have one here. Here's Samir Morsley Mahidine. Algerian citizen will make a pass and run off. Legio walking the backfield line, but now running forward with some space. Touch out wide. Bit of contact, but nothing in it. And it's Bumpy pitch with possession again. Martin Lara scored the goal to make it 3-1. That was the most recent goal of the game in the final minute of the second half. Bumpy pitch just avoids the 15-second violation. Pass across the face of goal as Gomez hangs on to the ball just past the midway line. Swung back the other way. We're past the 3-minute mark now, so the next stoppage, there will be a player removal for both sides, unless, of course, Bumpy pitch can score before the next dead ball. Because if Legio scores, the game keeps going until a team hits 4. Gomez felt pressure. Bumpy pitch will continue to pass the ball around and wait for a golden opportunity as Legio packs it in defensively. 3 players in the box for Legio, just the one up top in Samir Maidine. And now Legio will press with numbers. Crossfield pass. Shot rifled in. Lemos makes the save. A big moment for Lemos as, again, Gomez will advance the ball. And Bumpy pitch is comfortable to just sit and pass it around in this 4-on-4. And Legio is okay with that. They're inviting the pressure with 3 players hunkered down in the box. Right now it is just passing back and forth. As Gomez will play it forward, and it's worked right back around. Out wide again. Here comes the closeout, and all the way back to Gomez. Well, these are some of the things we saw in TSTs of years past. Goalkeeper just passing it around, waiting for that moment. Bumpy pitch, inching closer to goal, but nothing in it so far. Gomez shouts for handball, not given, as Bumpy pitch retained possession. Couple of step overs for Lara. A touch on the deflection away, but again it's with Bumpy pitch, who continue to move closer to goal. Waiting for that moment, and cleared away off the line by Legio. Now numbers pushing forward. Bumpy pitch. Settle things down again. We've been at 4-on-4 for a very long time. I should say 5-on-5. It's 4 field players plus the goalie. And again, Bumpy pitch in the ever so familiar pathway of passing it back and forth with the goalie and the top line defender. Allows players to rest and also eats the clock. So next stoppage will remove another player. But right now it's Martin Lara to play it back. Dip down low to Lara again. His shot deflected away. And finally we have a stoppage. It felt like 5.5 minutes of 5-on-5 action. And now we go to 4-on-4. 3 field players, goalie in for both teams. The bumpy pitch netminder Hugo Gomez does have the red penny on because his jersey is the dark green shade. It's too close to Legio FC's colors, so he has to wear the red penny on top of it. Just so there's no confusion on who can use the hands in the box, but he may not need it because he's been out of the box for almost the entirety of target score time, especially when bumpy pitch have possession. Crossfield pass to Martin Lara. Lara has options in the box. May also elect to go one-on-one. Last touch off of Lara. It's a goal kick. And Legio with a chance to have some possession in a 3-on-3. And it's turned over. Legio fell asleep in transition and couldn't execute the pass. Here's Gomez again. A minute into the 4-on-4. Both teams haven't taken out goalies yet. That's a strategy we've seen some teams employ, especially when you get to the 4-on-4 and the 3-on-3. Teams will put a field player on with a goalie jersey just to get more touches closer to goal and have more goal scorers. But Hugo Gomez just playing distributor now, playing quarterback of this TST time for bumpy pitch. Gomez has been in the indoor game before, played with the Empire Strikers, was in Nisa with Los Angeles Force, and of course last year TST best 7 goalie. Here's a chance on the turn. There's a bit of contact, and there's a point to the penalty spot. Legio FC could not deal with the physical force that is Kone Insa. And now a chance to score from the penalty spot. Are they saying it happened outside the box, or are they pointing to the spot? It was a point to the spot. And so to put the game to bed in target score time, up steps the captain, Charlie Gonzalez. Gonzalez stands face-to-face with Joshua Lemos. Gonzalez misses it off the woodwork and wide. And Legio stay alive for a few more moments.
And fans, that concludes the match here on field.
A yellow card has been issued.
LCF hit that target score and wins the match 3-2 over Cardinal Legacy.
As a goalie substitution is made. And Legio have 5 seconds until the end of the 4-on-4. And it's a turnover. Zerari lost it in a bad place. And now Zerari chases it down. Got to keep an eye on the 15-second notification from referee Kevin Maurer. Got 3 seconds to get it past halfway. And they do. And now it's dangerous on the counterattack. Sliding in and getting the stop is Legio. Numbers the other way for Legio FC. Moving down, the man with the jersey is Montaser El Harchali. And El Harchali will go to the far side. Here's Amara Fafana. Scored Legio's only goal today. Felt like ages ago. We've hit the 3-minute mark. Next dead ball will mean more players leaving the field. Here's Zerari. You'd think that with this openness of the game, Zerari probably the player to benefit the most. So good in the open spaces and the one-on-ones. A lot of creativity for Legio. Feels like Legio needs to get the ball to him and let him work. And right now they're playing on the field opposite to him. Played down low. El Archali leaves it back for Williams Nascimento. El Archali. Back to Nascimento again. You've got Zerari to fire just high. A couple of substitutions come on, as now it'll be 3 versus 3. Goalie back on for Legio and Joshua Lemos. We'll see what Bumpy Pitch like to do. They will also make a change, put on a player with the red penny. And what feels like one of the longest target score time periods we've had this tournament. Even though officially we're still not even down to 2v2. We're still at the 3-on-3 point. And now the field really opens up. Player with a penny is Charlie Gonzalez. He missed the penalty kick. That could have won the game for Bumpy Pitch moments ago. Off the woodwork. Curling effort the other way for Martin Lara, who leaves it back for Gonzalez. Lara again.
Attention TST fans, coming up in just a little while in honor of our celebration of the 250th anniversary of the United States of
Crossfield
America
pass.
is our fireworks show. Play on all fields will be
Gonzalez.
briefly halted in the fireworks and resume
Lara.
immediately thereafter.
Gonzalez
We invite you
thought
to
about the
make your
shot,
way
back
over
to
the
Lara
stadium
again.
for the
Lara
first
shoots, it hit the post twice and it goes out.
That's the TST
Lemos will get the
America
save.
250 Fireworks show coming up in approximately 15
And Lemos is down.
Once again, the best views are available inside the stadium.
Lemos goes down. He needs someone to look at him. As the clock is signaled to stop. 1:15 into the 3-on-3. Lemos got hit a couple of times with the ball after he made the save. The ball hit the post, hit Lemos, hit the post again, hit Lemos again, and then went out for a corner. And so he'll get helped back to his feet. Short play on the corner kick, and Bumpy Pitch again taking no chances right now with a 2-goal cushion in target score time. Walking forward, Gonzalez. Lara. Gonzalez again. Martin Lara again. Back to Gonzalez. Roll to goal and it's wide. Now Legio can do the same. 2 minutes down in the 3-on-3 period. Then after this, it's 2-on-2. And the intensity and the importance of subs will pick up even more for these sides. Here's 3-on-2, and here is Zerari. Pressured high on the field. Williams Nascimento will move forward now. Zerari. Nascimento. Zerari's the option. Nascimento now. Pressure comes. Nascimento keeps it in the attacking half, and now there's a chance to break. Zerari has help at the back post. It's flicked to the back post, and it's bouncing wide. And now it's turned over, and this could be dangerous. This could be the game. It's rolled to the goal. It's scored, and there it is. That's the ball game for Bumpy Pitch. It's Christian Gutierrez with the target score time winner. And after a slow and methodical target score time, Bumpy Pitch do eventually get that target score time winner off the boot of Christian Gutierrez.
They take the match tonight by a final score of 4-1 over
So he will get the Golden Fleece.
Congratulations.
Gutierrez helps Bumpy Pitch to a 2-0 record. Legio falls to 1-1. For all of us involved in the broadcast, including producer Taylor Kavanaugh, statisticians Kai Lee and Diego Mendez, I'm Arnaud Pokral saying so long from Field 4 and Cary. Bumpy Pitch 4, Legio FC 1.